I am keeping it so real with you in this episode. We're going to get into why being what I call a Canva Queen is hurting your business. So I'm going to tell you what a Canva Queen is and how it's hurting your business. And of course, I'm going to give you a solution for what you can do instead. Welcome to the Live Your Yes Life podcast. I am Kaela. I'm one of the co-hosts. I run this podcast along with who I think is the best partner a girl could ask for, my mom, Lisa Limata. Together, we run our coaching business, Rise Leadership Circle, where we help entrepreneurs and leaders going from wishing and hoping to someday have the business and the life that they want to actually living what we call your yes life. So we support our clients through our coaching programs, free here on this podcast, and we have a book available on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble online called Live Your Yes Life. It's such an honor to serve you. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, we need a little definition time about what I think a Canva Queen is. So to me, somebody that is a Canva Queen, and that can be anybody, all right? I'm just using, it could be a Canva Queen, a Canva King. It's somebody who spends a lot of time and energy and hours in their workday doing the busy work, okay? Doing the behind the scenes work to get ready to bring something new into their business. Now, I want to say that I am not here to hate on Canva. I am not throwing any shade. We have a team account on Canva. We use it to make things look pretty. I am not telling you to cancel your Canva account, okay? I'm not slinging mud. I am just using that as a catchy term to help you understand why that is hurting your business and what you can do instead. So let's start by talking about what are the common activities that somebody who I would lovingly, affectionately coin as a Canva Queen, what are they doing in their day? And I want to say that I've been talking about this on social media and I'm getting feedback for people that they're like, ooh, girl, do I feel seen? And also lovingly attacked in the same way. And that's my intention. I hope that you don't feel attacked necessarily, but just that you're like, ouch, that is me. And I see a new opportunity. Okay. So Canva Queens, here's what they're doing. They are spending their hours doing anything in Canva or whatever platform you're using, Adobe, yada, yada. I don't know. You're spending a lot of time making things look nice somewhere else. You are adjusting your pricing. You're like, oh, this price didn't work. Maybe I should think about that price. Maybe I should up this. What if they buy a package? You're just having a lot of conversations and a lot of time adjusting your pricing. Or maybe you are constantly updating your logo or your branding or making tweaks. Same thing to your website. You're just like in there refining things, making updates, making lots of tweaks. Maybe you're spending a lot of time learning how to hack social media, how to use social media, or spending time posting on social media and thinking that alone will bring in clients. And or maybe you are refining the content for your program or offer again. Now, let me be clear. I don't have a problem with any of those things, okay? These are all things that entrepreneurs need to do. We need to have things that look professional. We need to have pricing. We need to have a branding and a website. We get to be visible on social media if we want, and we get to have a package and offer. So I don't have a problem with any of those things. It's just that what makes us be a Canva Queen is that we are spending a lot of time swirling in those places again and again and again, instead of client generation and then serving our clients. So if you find that you are working 6 hours or more in a day and you are doing any more than one of those things, you're a Canva Queen. Okay, sis? And I am telling you that with love. It's just like, it's what we get to acknowledge so that we can see that, oh, there is a way that I'm showing up that is not supporting my business in what I really want to do. And if we just high level, like, okay, what are the two things to think about Canva Queens doing? One, they're refining things, right? They're making things look nice. They're making adjustments. So number one, they're refining things. And two, they are just putting content out, speaking to the void. Maybe it feels like crickets. They're not getting a lot of engagement and they're not getting clients or customers from the work that they're putting out. So if that's you, let's just all be like, okay, that's me. So what do I do about it? How do I do something different? Here is the solution. No gatekeeping. I'm just going to give it to you. The solution is to focus on creating solutions for your clients. We need to get out from behind the scenes of our business, doing the refining, the updating, the aesthetics of making everything look so beautiful, and actually be in the trenches providing solutions for the people that we want to make a difference for. That's what we have to do. That is how we grow our business. Spending all of our time and energy behind the scenes in our business, making it perfect for when we do get our first or next client, is not doing us any favors. And I am here to be the loving interruption because I want you to do some favors for your business. And I want your business to do some favors for you. I want your business to be making the impact that you want it to make. And as a result of that, you get to have the revenue as well. Something that I just know that I know from the hundreds of clients that I have coached over the last many years is that almost all of us become entrepreneurs because we want to make a difference for people. We can see that there is some kind of need or challenge or problem that people that we care about have, and we also know that we have some kind of solution for them. I believe that you have whatever gift, talent, education is necessary. You already have it to go and make a difference for people. And that could be a whole range of things. Maybe you are a chiropractor or an attorney. Maybe you are a health coach. Maybe you're in sales. Maybe you perform Reiki. The list could go on. But whatever it is that you do, you are uniquely qualified because you are you to make a difference for people. And if you are spending many hours in your day working behind the scenes on the refining of the background business noise, let's just call it what it is, then you're not out in the trenches making a difference for the people that need you. And that's what we need to do. So the answer is we focus on creating solutions for our clients. So how do we do that? Let's get into it. First of all, we have to know what are their top challenges. And you probably have a really good idea, but I still want to invite you to ask your ideal clients or customers what their ideal challenges are. Because one, you might hear them use a different language than you yourself would use. And two, you might realize that they see a different kind of problem than what you would see, because things can be like in layers. And so they might be paying more attention to one layer than something different than what you see. So be in conversation where you're asking people, who are your ideal clients and customers? What are their top challenges? And then you're also asking them, what kind of solutions do they need? What kind of solutions have they tried? What are they hoping for? What are they wanting? And then step 3, make sure that you are clearly communicating that you provide these solutions. And we don't have to dress it up. We can just say it so plainly. Okay, we can say it so plainly. So we can say, I heard that you are really struggling with challenge XYZ, and what you're wanting is ABC. And that's actually what I provide. What I do for my clients is help them get rid of challenge XYZ so they have solution ABC, and then they can have X benefit dream result because of that. Just say it plainly. And in order to do that, we do not need to be refining things in Canva or our pricing or our website or our logo or our program or offer again and again and again. Might we make an update here or there? Yes, of course. Your business is going to grow. Things have to grow with that. But really what we need to be doing is connecting with the people that we want to serve and being dialed in, connected to what are their challenges, what is the solution that they need, and that we can provide that solution for them. So I want to invite you, next time you're like, I should just make a little image about this to put it on social media. Instead of doing that, go and have a conversation with a potential client about what their biggest challenge is. That will get you so much closer and further to having a new client because you're already in that powerful conversation with them. And again, I'm not saying that you can never make anything on Canva again or ever refine anything, but I want to invite you to get the machine of your business rolling, to let there be clients coming in who you are serving, and have the need to go and do any of that refining come from, I have so many clients coming in that now my business has to rise to support that. The background of my business has to rise to support that. Instead of working on your course, when no one has bought it yet, and this is something I see a lot of people doing. They're like, okay, well, I'm laying out all of the steps of my course and I'm making the workbook and I'm gathering all the materials and I'm thinking through what's going to be in week 5, which of course will get to happen. But when no one has bought it yet, instead of spending the time in your course, go help your clients get solution to their surface level problems. I'm going to talk about what that is in a moment. Go and help your potential clients get solution to their surface level problems. Because when you do that, they'll turn to you and say, okay, that was so helpful. How can I have more? How can we keep working here? What is next? And then you'll say, okay, you can join my course, or you can buy my offer, you can buy my package or program, whatever it is. And that is the time when you go and finish the details and flush it out, when you have a buyer. Something that Lisa and I firmly believe is we create it after we sell it. We sell it when we just have the concept, when we understand the bits and components we're going to put in. And after we've sold it, that is when we actually go and create it. Because now we know who we're creating it for and exactly the challenges that they need, so we can make sure that we're answering it. That is what keeps our business profitable and creating solutions for people, because we're not creating things behind the scenes that nobody actually wants. And I want to tell you that I have totally been there. The very first offer I ever made, I can't even remember what I called it, but I know that I did the reverse of this. I know that I spent hours, days, weeks putting together, it was a 3-part series. And I was, figuring out, okay, this is going to be all the things. And I scripted out 60 minutes of content for week 1 and for week 2 and for week 3. And I was making a workbook and I was in Canva and I was making it all look so beautiful. And it didn't even really look that good, right? I'm not that skilled. I have people on my team who do that for me now, but I didn't back then. It was just me. And I spent hours and I was like so proud of it. And I was like, this is going to make a difference. And then I made all of these really cute little social media posts announcing that it was available and it was live and here's the price. And then I was changing the price because I was worried that it was too much and no one would buy it. And then I was changing it again because I felt like I put too much time in and people had to pay more. And I was doing all of this stuff. And I finally put it out there and it was crickets. And nobody bought it. And I put it out there again, and I put it out there again, and I went and I changed the price, and I added things to the content, and I changed my Canva images, and I made new images, and I put it out again, and still nobody bought it. And I did not sell a single one of whatever that course was when I was first starting out. And I realized that I spent so much time on the busy work behind the scenes of my business, and I did not actually do what I had created my business to do, which was to make a difference for people. And so that's what I want to invite you to do instead. Okay, now let's come back to, I know I said I would talk about, I just said recently, the surface level. What does that mean? So our clients, our customers have all different layers and levels of challenges. And when they're going to work with us in like our primary offer, like the way that we most love and can most help people, that is going to be with like a deep-rooted challenge or problem that they may not even be aware that they have. Okay, they may not even be aware that that is what's actually going on for them, because there may be one or a couple other layers of challenges above that they are tuned into. And the one that's right in the surface that they are aware of, that's what I call the surface level problem. It's the thing that they can name, that they can say, this is what's going on for me. This is what my problem is. In my own experience with the work I do with my clients, the surface level problems are often, I don't have any time, and I feel like I'm so strapped for cash that they're like, I know that I want to invest in more resources or have more support, but I don't have any money, and I really need that because I don't have any time. Those are the surface level problems that people can identify for themselves. They feel like their calendar is maxed and they don't have time for the things that they want to do, the changes that they want to make. And so what I get to do, instead of spending hours on my website with my branding, within Canva, is create a solution to help people create some spaciousness in their day, in their work, so that they're like, oh, okay, now that I've just had that win, now that I can see that I was able to create more time for myself, this is working, this is feeling good. They're like, okay, what's the next step? And they see the next layer of their challenge. And now we're in a relationship where I can actually bring them on to be my client, and I'm helping them get solution after solution after solution. And that is when I then have the time to go in and have my team support me or do myself the behind the scenes work that does at some point need to be done for the business, but I'm not starting by spending my time with that. So that's what I want you to think of. What is the surface level challenge that your client could clearly communicate? They could say to you and for themselves, this is what's keeping me up at night. This is what my challenge is. It probably is not quite as deep as what you're thinking it is. And you, as the expert, probably know that, oh, well, there's something deeper going on. There's something that they're not aware of, but they're not aware of it yet. So we just meet them where we're at and we help them get a different solution to their surface level problem, which then opens the door for them to continue saying, how can we keep working? What can we do next? I want you to go from being a Canva queen to a revenue machine, for being someone that can make a difference for your customers and clients and help them get solutions. So this is my invitation to you to do what might feel scary or like it requires some courage and step out from behind the scenes of your business, from behind the busy work, and instead be in conversations with your ideal clients to find out what are the problems that they have and create a solution for them. Help them get a bite-sized solution so that they can keep having more. Let's model this for you. If what is going on for you is you are like, girl, I need some revenue. I need my business to create more money, and I need to do it with the time that I have right now. I really want to invite you to book what we offer as a 30K in 90-day breakthrough call. And we're going to help identify for you the things that are keeping you from not being in a revenue generation mode and keeping you busy. Like, we're going to help you identify what are the things keeping you broke, burnt out, and busy. And instead, what are the simple shifts that we can do to help you get into revenue generation mode? To see that you can get out of your own way and be having income coming in as a result of the solutions that you're providing people. And we call that a 30K in 90-day breakthrough call. So I want to invite you to book it. It is complimentary. If you are not currently working with us, this is the call for you so that we can support you to create that for yourself so you have a roadmap of exactly what is next. And you can book that at the link in the show notes right near this video. What a pleasure to be with you, share this episode with you. I am excited to hear that you have booked a 30K and 90-day breakthrough call and that you are getting out from behind the scenes of your business, retiring the Canva Queen crown, and instead stepping into being a revenue generating machine as a result of someone who makes the difference in the impact that you are here to make. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you on a future episode.